I'd like to start this video off by saying I am in no way a scientist, nor am I certified in any of these scientific things I'm about to talk about in the video. I'm simply presenting a case that if you look at and understand, you can string it all together and make sense of it. Thank you and enjoy the video.
First of all, I'd like to explain simply what infinity actually is. At its base form, infinity is anything without bound, without limit. You cannot stop it from happening, and it is and always will happen, and it will continue to happen for the rest of time. That is what infinity is. It doesn't matter what you have. You could have infinite bananas. You could have infinite water. This will be true so long as the quantity of items you have is endless. Let's look at this from the perspective of money. You have $1. You have $5. You can have $10, $20, $50, even a $100 bill. You can break these all back down to 1. But let's say you have infinite ones. You take those infinite ones and you try to break them down, you still have infinite ones. You can add infinity to infinity and you still have infinity. Alright, now let's look at this from the perspective of time. You can imagine yourself at 10 years old, I assume. You can imagine yourself at 20 years old. And if you haven't reached the age yet, you could imagine someone as 50, 60. You could even imagine a 100-year-old person. But can you imagine something that is infinite years old? It's impossible to understand what that would even look like. In fact, the universe itself, as we know it, is only 13.8 billion years old. To put that in perspective, the Earth that we live on currently is only 4.5 billion years old. Now I'd like to discuss why it is so hard for humans to even understand or comprehend what infinity is. For this, I'm going to refer to the distance effect. This refers to the tendency for our understanding and emotional connection to events to diminish as a physical or social distance between us and those events increases. In fact, it is thought that the shortest distance you can emotionally feel this effect is 22 meters. Comparatively, the Earth is 12,756,000 meters in diameter. Now, what does this have to do with infinity, you might say? Well, let's say a star at the edge of the known universe explodes, and eventually the shockwaves from that star will reach Earth and blow up the Earth. The edge of the universe is roughly 46.5 billion light years away from Earth. Now, I'd just like you to try and comprehend that. This star and its shockwave after blowing up will reach the Earth. But that distance is so great you physically cannot comprehend how far away it is. Even if you wanted to, I don't think you could. Now, let's say there's something that is infinite miles away, infinite kilometers away, infinite meters away, whatever you want to say. No matter how far away you say it is, if it is infinite amounts away from where you are, it will never reach you because it has infinity to travel. And as we discussed, infinity goes on forever and never stops. This is why the problem of an unmovable object, meaning an unstoppable object, is a thing. Let's say you have an infinitely unstoppable object and an infinitely unmovable object. What would happen?